The past 2 years haven't been a great time to be a friend of the United States. From longtime partners like Great Britain to emerging allies like Colombia, the Obama administration has gone out of its way to turn up its nose at our friends. And no nation has felt the sting of this rejection quite as severely as Israel, because in Israel, what is at stake is more than power or prestige. What is at stake is the very future of the nation and its people. More than 60 years ago, after 6 million of the Jewish people were murdered at the hands of the Nazis, the nation of Israel was established to provide a homeland for those persecuted people. In the 6 decades that have followed, they have endured through remarkable hardships. Their democracy has survived despite inhabiting a section of the world where many of their neighbors refuse to even recognize their right to exist. Yet throughout the world, the high priests of elite opinion, be they in the United Nations or the European Union, have yet to find a problem they can't blame on Israel. When it comes to the suffering of the Palestinian people, they blame Israel, not the Arab states that keep the Palestinians in grinding poverty. When it comes to violence in the region, they blame Israel for war crimes, not the Palestinians who intentionally hide their weapons and warriors in the midst of civilians. And when it comes to peace in the Middle East, they blame Israel for not making enough concessions, rather than blaming their neighbors who want it wiped from the face of the map. Now, as Iran speeds its way towards a nuclear weapon, Israel is facing its greatest threat yet. The leaders of Iran have referred to Israel as a one-bomb country and proudly stated that they would accept martyrdom to destroy the Jewish state. In this dangerous environment, even Israeli antagonists like Saudi Arabia have quietly granted permission for the Israeli military to use their airspace to strike Iran before it's too late. Only the airspace over Iraq, airspace still controlled by the United States, has not been granted to the Israelis. In recent years, Israel has always known that the United States is the one ally that would stick with it through thick and thin. Today, that trust has been broken. We're confident that Israel will do everything in its power to protect its people and its democracy. Yet we're less confident that the United States will stand by its side as it defends its people's God-given rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. At a moment of such importance, there is no such thing as neutrality. As President Obama considers how to handle this danger, he should remember the wisdom of his predecessor. We're either for Israel or we're against it. That's this week's Freedom Minute.